Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Biz.
It's me, Lunar.
It's your ever humble count. It's your ever humble Baron.
And bouncing out the pages of the comics, it's your boy Calfer here.
Yep, to celebrate Superman's return to the big screen properly, we're going to be talking about a Justice League Unlimited episode that does focus a lot on Superman. In fact, adapts probably one of his most popular storylines, episode 2 of season 1, for the Man Who Has Everything. The only Alan Moore adaptation that Alan Moore actually likes. Really let that sink in. Like, this is
Like one of I think 2 adaptations that Alan Moore genuinely says, yeah, no, you get my nod of approval.
And considering Alan Moore, that's a high standard to get to.
Yep, Alan Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alan Moore is not someone who takes adaptation very lightly, which, given
in
his...
In case anyone's wondering, the only other adaptation you like was Harry Partridge's Saturday Morning Watchman.
Mostly because it kind of summed up, like, all of his issues with how they were treating the Watchmen movie.
And he thought it was just outright funny.
Well, true, it was funny. But yeah, so we're going to be covering this episode. Again, it is a adaptation of the story of the same name, though there are some key differences. The first one I'm going to bring up is no Jason Todd. He's actually in the original story.
It's actually one of his major ones as Robin, and the first to try and give him a character outside of just Dick, but with dyed black hair.
And also one of the times he had a serious major win, as he's actually the one that saves the day in the end.
But even with that change, Alan Moore still understood why it had to be changed, and again, still gave the approval of, y'all rock.
Yeah, plus also there was kind of a bat embargo. Like, apparently, like, they weren't allowed to bring in certain Batman characters. That's why Nightwing is like...
Robin at all.
Yeah, they couldn't have Robin. Nightwing was put in the background of one episode, and yeah, they couldn't really bring in other Batman villains besides Joker and Clayface that one time.
And Dr. Milo, but that's later.
Yeah, Milo, and I don't know how much that really counts, given how little Milo showed up after being in the animated series. I guess we should just get started. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Hi, Bugs.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Look at this. The frozen north.
Yep.
Wait, what the hell?
Yep. Meanwhile, fun fact, the invisible jet doesn't get an explanation in this show, but apparently the plan was to explain it in a movie that did get made, but not in the same style. That being just the Crisis on Two Earths. This plane actually belongs to Owlman.
Yep, and the thing of why it's invisible, well, Diana could figure out how to turn off cloaking.
Yeah.
Sorry if I...
Yep. And of course, we are seeing a little bit of Bruce and Diana having a bit of a flirtation here because, yeah, the writers really dug that kind of relationship for them.
Well, it's better than the other option.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, very better.
Yep.
I actually think Diana's gift was actually really kind of sweet.
Oh, yeah, but let's not spoil it for now. Let's let because, again, this might be the first time some people are watching it. Or, well, with our luck, it's most likely people are listening to this like a podcast. But yeah, this is pretty good. And it is nice to see Bruce kind of acting more social in here because, yeah, you don't really get to see Batman, in costume act like a friend. Like,
yeah, also, gift certificate, no. Every time someone brings up a gift certificate, I always think of that joke from Dilbert. Oh, a gift certificate. It's like money. Except there's an expiration date. I can only use it in one place.
Yeah. Also, this is just horrifying. And of course we have yeah.
But then the most greatest intro to any DC cartoon ever.
Yep.
Showing every single one of the original leaders at their best.
Yep.
Plus, the original cartoon theme.
And I love how, I know later seasons kind of dropped it a bit, but I do like the fact that early, like, season 1 actually had snippets of the episode in the theme.
Yep.
You can kind of get a sense of what's about to go down without giving away too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, some of the artistic images that you're seeing here are actually from a tie-in comic. I actually own it.
will say though, Bruce Timm's art style and art direction really fits in well with the theme they're really selling here.
Yep.
Yep.
It also kind of really gives me a Jack Kirby kind of vibe.
Yep. And yeah, they're all just going like, okay, this is really not good. Like immediately.
Oh, I don't know. I think flowers are very lovely.
Yep.
Lovely. If that's a flower. Has that ever been clarified? Is the Black Mercy a flower?
Yeah, it is. In fact,
Well, it has blooms, so.
yeah, but also there was actually a Trinity story during the Rebirth line where Poison Ivy actually came to play and created the White Mercy.
Which is, I'm assuming it does the opposite, showing your absolute worst nightmare.
Sort of, but also it's conscious. I mean, it's like it's a sentient being. It considers Ivy a mother.
And here we have Clark's ideal Brainiac, who is basically an Alexa.
He's Herbie. Like, look at him. He's Herbie.
Yeah.
Because again,
Alexa, let's be honest here.
Go.
Brainiac, what's the time? What's the time this morning?
yep.
And we have Clark's ideal wife.
Yeah, like
Krypton and a farmer.
Yeah, he just wants to be a Kryptonian farmer. That is his ideal life, which... and of course, he marries a woman who is essentially just a fusion of Lana and Lois.
But quite little, like... He's like...
Literally.
Yeah.
And of course, the fact she's also a reporter, like... And the best thing to, it doesn't really show up in the episode, but her name is actually Loana.
Yep.
I will say though, they do know how to draw women in these old school superhero.
Oh yeah, no, Bruce. Like, Bruce. Yeah, he's always made it clear he has his preference. But yeah, and of course, because even in his fantasy world,
in his fantasy,
yeah, even in this fantasy, Brainiac will be his greatest enemy.
Even if he's not beating the tar out of him.
Yeah.
Well, this is a fucked up gift. I just have to say that.
Yeah.
Well.
And enter the immaculate Eric Roberts, who is usually so wasted in so many projects, except here.
Yeah, no, he is so freaking, like, he is so great as Mongol.
Which, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, I think Mongol's one of the greatest underused Superman villains of all time.
I mean, hell, you know what he is? He was the guy that Superman could barely take on before Darkseid came into the picture.
Yep.
Like, in essence, before Darkseid really became mainstream and all, Mongol was the only way he could, quote-unquote, be in the DCU.
Yep.
Due to how his design was and everything.
Yeah, and I also like that in here they do emphasize that, yeah, no, Mongol is a tough bastard, of the point where, like, with Superman, yeah, Superman was able to defeat him fairly easy in his first appearance, but that was because that was just him and Superman. And here we're seeing how Mongol fares with other characters, like Diana, who, yes, is incredibly strong and has godlike powers as well, but it just shows, like, you know, when she fucking punches him, he's just like, that hurt.
All right, you got my interest.
Yep.
But look at this.
Here we have him. Yep.
Completely missing the point.
Yeah,
of
like,
Superman is.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. Mongol is basically what if Lex was an alien?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he is.
Yeah, I still...
Oh wait, look at that.
Yeah, again, he's just, like... Again, Diana punches him, and, like, it actually hurts her.
Yep. And, of course, probably the best line of Mongol, like, the rest of you are already dead. Like, he's just toying with him at this point.
Yeah, like, he makes it clear...
One.
Yep. Also, apparently...
He is not giving anything.
Yeah, also, in Clark's fantasy world, Krypton still has pancakes.
I mean, any fantasy world has pancakes.
It's the perfect meal.
Yep.
And, of course, you gotta love how his actual, like, casual outfit is literally still just a blue bodysuit.
Yep. Well, I guess it still has to go with the style, but I do like that. Also, greatest trash can ever. But yeah, and here we also see...
Hi, Crypto.
Yeah, we see Crypto, who was probably created mostly due to the fact that, again, the Black Mercy creates certain people out of memories, like, again, making fragments of Lana and Lois into his wife. In here, Clark probably has, like, some vague memories of Crypto since he used to play with him as a child in the original series.
Yeah, my Crypto actually was in the very first episode.
Yeah, he just didn't become Super Dog, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, we have Van El here. Oh, Little Zod's part of, like, okay, you know what? My headcanon has always been that since Little Zod's actually Lore Zod.
Yeah. Well, we never got Zod in this series, even though, like, apparently they did play with the idea of doing it. Like, the closest thing we've gotten to Zod in the DCAU was first the Zod from the Batman / Justice League Beyond comics, and then later in the Justice League Infinite comic. I lost my train of thought. No, I forgot how to speak for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like to picture, even in his fantasy world, General Zod married to Ursa, or Zod, and quite literally, they're the annoying neighbors.
Yes.
Like, howdily doodly, son of Jor-El.
Shut up, Zod.
German suplex.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
once again, a real emphasis here and all that. They are putting the hurt on him, but Mongo
it is
basically
not like
he's tickled.
Barely putting any damage into him.
Yep. And again, he's not even punching her. He's just, like, smacking her. Like,
He's loving
like-
every second of this.
he's
Yeah.
smacking her like she owes him money.
yeah. Well, Bruce is just like, I know I can't win this. I gotta try to get Clark out of here.
Yeah,
Well, it's when
okay,
you-
I'm useless here.
When you see the alien beginning to beat the tar out of an Amazonian,
You kind of go, oh shit, I am not built for this.
Yeah, I still say that, you know, if they do want to do, like, a Justice League movie, and you don't have to make him the main villain, I just would love to see him in here, have Mongol be a villain in the Justice League film. Hell, you can even connect it to the Suicide Squad with his sister being killed. Like, he comes to Earth, not because he wants revenge. He's like, my fucking sister died to you idiots. Not even a glorious way. She died in a helicopter crash. This is bullshit.
And here we go. This is literally taken word for word right here from the comic.
Yep.
Oh, well, except kind of word for word, as we'll see in a second.
Yeah, he said.
And
fire in my laser.
go to like, she's like, yeah, no, they actually said hell in the comic.
Yeah. Again, it's, well, yeah, like, again, this show, I love the fact that this show was trying so hard to get away with certain phrases. But yeah, like, again, Mongol's like, I'm not dealing with, like, you ain't dealing with, like, freaking Lex Luthor, girl.
Yeah.
What I also kind of like too is, I think in the comic and all, it's like some of those the weapon that she used and all has been used by other alien races, and they've put a beating on Superman before. So here's Mongol power walking through it.
Yeah. Well, also it does show that he, which, you know, well, at least in the comic, it did show that, you know, implied that he trained. Like, he was getting ready for this.
And here we have the return. Like, they reused the weird cheekbone Superman from the first season of Justice League for Jor-El.
Yep.
Which actually makes more sense because he's an old man here.
Yep. And, okay, this might sound like heresy a little bit, but I actually prefer this version of the Dream Jor-El than the one from the comic, because...
Well,
Yeah, because, yeah, like, my main issue with the comic one was that if it's supposed to be a fantasy world, why is there discourse with Jor-El? Like, wouldn't it make more sense for him to tell Clark to also ignore all this stuff? Like, you could still have, like, the political, like, background of, like, the youth of Krypton fighting with the old by having it be his subconscious, but the people around him are trying to convince him that everything's fine.
Yeah.
Weird alien squirrel thing. Is that Gleep from Super Friends?
No. Leap was a monkey.
Yeah.
And, of course, the little hint there.
Yep.
Almost as if his mind's trying to tell him something.
Yep. Oh, no, it's gonna get cooler later, though. With,
series of mountains.
oh, yeah, which...
Let's see what something's wrong, Dad.
Yeah.
Something's going wrong. I can feel it in... Oh, so you're a scientist now.
He said,
Oh, so you're a scientist now.
Yeah, again, I think is done better of like, okay, this is subtly saying that there's something going, this isn't perfect, of Jarrell, like, just making a little comment of like, you could have been a scientist, but you decided to be a farmer.
So
Yeah,
now
I mean, the best thing, they say the best lies always rely on having a good amount of the truth in them.
Yeah.
And so, like, hey, you didn't want to be a scientist, okay?
Yep.
Like,
Also,
to work in the whole disapproving dad bit.
yeah. Also, this is. Oh wait, hold on. This part is so cool. Like for a brief second, he sounds like Pa.
Yeah, like literally, because his mind's like, no, like I know my Kryptonian dad, I know Jor-El's voice, but you can't, the brain, you can't stop like instinctual parental, like
notice
that.
too, whenever he went back to the Quake board, 3 of the Quakes were out of sequence.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Bruce, and of course we have Bruce trying to get him to fight it, which I like this, that, I like, and I know this still happened in the comics, but I dig this moment because essentially, this part here where he starts to question it. Yeah. Like this is probably one of the best moments in like the entire series, because
I'm not gonna lie, this part with George Newbern, he never topped this with his Superman performance.
Yeah, because again, this whole thing is so sad because he realizes this isn't real. He wants this so bad to be real. He loves his son, but he has to break it to him that you're not real. I need to go home, and I don't know what will happen to you.
Like, that, knowing that this world isn't real, but you want it so bad to be, but you know, Ed, if you don't leave it, things are going to happen and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
Listen, you're
I think it says
trapped
like
here,
I've got responsibilities. And what I love here too, they reuse the same music, the Death of Krypton music.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of hate that
now here comes the part that breaks me personally.
Yeah.
One little line. Right here. Yeah. This. Yeah.
It's a gut punch.
It's sort of, I have to say and all that, it kind of just seems so freaking much every single time it happens.
Yeah. Also, Mal just kind of came in randomly. Sup, dude? We're doing a commentary.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. Also, I like to think that, again, I know this happened in the comic, but I like to think that after this happened, Bruce just went, oh, God, not again.
Yes.
Not just the fact that he has to relive the night in the alleyway, but also the fact that he already went through a fantasy world where, like, his parents were still alive and he didn't have to be Batman.
And, like, the worst part, again, to me, is just, much like with Clark and everything, in the comic, Bruce actually got to live a whole life and everything where Thomas and Martha were alive for a time.
Yep.
Like, he got to have a birthday with... Do you know how messed up it has to be that Bruce actually had a real birthday with dream parents?
Yeah, it's nuts. And yeah, and Clark, when he... in this part here, Clark realizes what just happened, and he's ready to kick some ass.
Oh, yeah, Clark is a tad bit angry, y'all.
Yep.
Just a little bit. Which, people think they've seen Clark mad and stuff like Injustice and all. No. This is a angry Superman.
Yep. Just like...
Hey, yo. Oh, sorry, I thought this was villains.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different site.
Yep. Okay.
I swear, if it wasn't for the fact Mongo's super tough, he would have broken his jaw 5 different times.
His head would be fucking popped off.
Yeah, Superman would not be holding back against him after all the crap he just put him through.
Yep. Yep. Okay, Mal just left.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah, this... Oh, God, yeah, this scene. And again, from the comics.
Oh, this is like one of my favorite little. This is one of my favorites. Oh wait, guys. Now Wonder Woman has to try and save Batman from his greatest desire.
Yep.
Which sucks.
Yep.
All kinds of balls.
Yeah.
But yes.
And again, it sucks especially here because, I'll repeat, Bruce has been through this already, so you kind of imagine how pissed he is that he has to relive this.
Honestly, the thing with DC is, if you don't have a tragic backstory, you're not a DC superhero.
Yep. Though I gotta one. Though I am kind of curious and you guys can correct, and I'm curious. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Has Diana ever got hit with the Black Mercy?
Nope. Oblivion.
Yep.
Burn. Just burn. Oh, and in the comics, no, that's a straight up scar on Mongol, and he's on fire.
Yeah, and
it's not just a laser beam or anything. That is flames from his eyes.
Yep, and the scary part is that this is still Superman holding back because we see him not holding back when he fights Darkseid. So Mongol's still ridiculous. Yeah, so Mongol's still
and getting the full package.
Yep.
That should say something.
Yep. And yeah, Diana, she's trying her best to get Bruce out of there. While he just looks so freaking content. Because, he's seeing his father, beat up Joe Chill.
Which, to be fair, it's kind of one thing when you realize he didn't even get a full, life out of this. It's just that one moment.
Yeah. And then
it's weird because you can almost argue that maybe his subconscious kind of knew that it wasn't real, so it just let him have that one moment because he could easily tear himself free if he saw any further.
Yeah. Yeah, now Mongol's not playing. He's pissed.
Oh. And then he proceeds to fuck up.
Yep.
Again, he's pulverized his face enough that he's got bruises and bumps all over his already ugly mug.
Yep, and the only reason, and also don't forget he lost some teeth now, but
yes.
But yeah, and the only thing that's stopping him is he sees his parents of no, they wouldn't want this.
Yeah. I don't think that rock's big enough to kill him. It's a big rock, but not big enough.
Hey, he's taking a page from Killer Croc. Also, again, this actually was done by Jason, but I like that it's Diana in here because, she's been dealing with a lot of bullshit from this guy.
Diana has never...
Anyone hear me now? My Discord froze up on me.
Oh, yeah, you were being quiet. I thought you were just enjoying the show.
Yeah, I have literally not been able to say anything.
Oh, well, okay, now we've gotten to the gift, which, it's a plant, it's a flower that is called the Krypton, and, it's a sweet moment here of, Superman being it might not have been real, but at least it was something.
Yeah.
And then they look at Mongol, and they consider... Yeah, we can only imagine what he's dreaming about. And the scary part is, in the comic, we actually do see what Mongol is dreaming of, and it is horrifying.
And when it's here, we just hear people screaming.
Yeah.
Which is equally horrifying, though.
Yep. And, that is To the Man That Has Everything. Again, probably one of the best episodes of Justice League Unlimited, and probably one of the best episodes of DCAU. Definitely in my top 5, along with Heart of Ice. I do kind of feel like it should have also been nominated for an Emmy because, again, the acting on Newburn here is just so great. In fact, all the performances are great. Mongol is just intimidating us all hell. He is a perfect villain that you love to hate. The fight between him and Diana, as brutal as it is pretty epic to show, Diana is still not, lighting up despite all the stuff that Mongol's making her go through. We see what Bruce is trying to do to get his friend out of this situation. And some of the tactics that he's doing are, again, he's trying everything to get him out of there. And when he does finally pull him out, you're like, yay! Only for Bruce to get hit in the end because, the Black Mercy has to cling to something.
Yeah. Honestly, top tier episode for me. Not only as a lifelong Superman fan, but quite literally, it's just honestly, if I was ever to show, like, it's one of the things I would show to somebody who is of the opinion that, oh, Superman just this like unattached God man who's like or whatever it should be. I'm like, no, that's a Snyder thing. This is Superman, just a guy wants to help out, and is just a regular guy, and his fantasy life shows that. Like literally, he's not. You could have had himself be part of the science council or something in Krypton. No, he just regular farmer, regular guy. Sure, it's on an alien planet, but
yeah, because in his heart of hearts, Clark's a country boy.
Yep.
Now you say that, imagine you're wearing a pair of Kryptonian overalls.
I mean, we kind of got that a little bit in Absolute because, yeah, technically what they're wearing in that story has the what usually is the House of L symbol. That's the symbol of a working class. Technically, they're wearing alien overalls,
which is crazy. I think this easily is one of the greatest episodes in the DCAU in general. Like easily, this clears out a lot of contenders. The animation alone, yeah, it's good and all, but the story, the voice acting from all the characters here and all, Kevin Conroy giving some of his best Batman performance, and again, God bless George Newbern for his Superman. It's just great.
Yeah,
hard to believe he was Sephiroth.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. I know I'm going slightly off tangent here. Anyone else kind of find it funny that we've had two Supermen also play Sephiroth? Because that's also the case for why am I forgetting his name? The actor from Superman. Yeah, the actor from Superman and Lois. He actually played Sephiroth in the new games.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But overall, like, Mongol was a great choice of villain here and all, and especially going for the idea too. I know everyone says like Brainiac is the polar opposite of Superman. In my personal opinion, in the alien sphere, it's Mongol. Mongol murders, brutalizes, and enslaves. Like, you can't be more anathema to the champion of the oppressed than literally being an oppressor.
Yeah, like he's usually depicted as a warlord. And hell, most of the time when you fight Mongol, you're most likely not seeing the original Mongol, because the rule of the family is always name your child Mongol, and the rite of passage is to make sure that they kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, a cycle that was kind of broken in the world. Yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say a cycle that was kind of broken in the Warworld saga a few years ago. Anyway, Calver, what do you think?
Coming from me, that is, like I said, that episode is worthy of some sort of award in its creation. And like I said, and like we said earlier, it is when Alan Moore approves it, you know you've done something right. It's a great story of action, suspense, of heartbreak when Superman and Batman both realize this isn't the worlds we live in, but it's the ones we want. And again, Mongol was an impressive villain in this episode entirely. Again, a guy who can take a beating from people like Superman and Wonder Woman and keep on ticking. You really got to be made a different step for that. But of course, in my opinion, as a comic fan, all-around good episode that did what it was supposed to do in the story, and like great work from the voice actors George Newbern and Kevin Conroy. Bless them.
So yeah, I guess that's a wrap for our commentary here. As for what we'll do next, whatever. We'll think about it. Maybe I'll do another poll, and you guys can figure it out. Anyway, I'm Biz.
I'm Lunar.
I'm Baron Nightingale.
I'm Cal for Comics.
And we'll see you later.